This is the story of the lone guard who, by disobeying orders, opened the Berlin Wall. The one man who, in that incredible moment, ended the Cold War. The year is 1989. For decades, the Berlin Wall has been the most potent symbol of the Cold War. It was a concrete barrier, guarded by armed soldiers. It separated East and West Berlin. It separated families. It represented a world divided by ideology. East Germans had tried for years to escape. Thousands had been killed attempting to cross, but by late 1989, change was in the air. Protests were growing stronger across Eastern Europe. The Soviet Union's grip was weakening. On November 9th, a spokesman for East Germany announced a new travel policy. Citizens would now be allowed to apply for visas to travel abroad. The announcement was confusing. The spokesman misspoke. He implied the new rules would take effect immediately. News channels around the world broadcast this statement. To East Germans, it sounded like the wall was open. Within hours, thousands began to gather at the checkpoints. They were chanting, "Open the gate." But the guards had received no new orders. They were confused and outnumbered. One of these confused guards was Harald Jäger. Jäger was a career border guard. He was a loyal communist. He commanded the Bornholmer Street checkpoint. As the crowd swelled, Jäger grew increasingly anxious. He saw women with children being crushed. He worried about a stampede. He called his superiors, desperate for instructions. His superiors were also in a state of chaos. They had no clear orders. They told Jäger to pick out the most aggressive members of the crowd. They were to let them through. This was a tactic to calm the crowd and identify agitators. But Jäger knew this would only create more chaos. He knew it could lead to violence. He stood there, watching the faces. He saw mothers. He saw fathers. He saw old people. He saw young people. He made a decision that would change history. At 11:30 p.m., Harald Jäger gave the order. He ordered his guards to open the gates. He gave no special instructions. He simply let everyone through. The crowd surged forward. They were met by West Berliners with cheers and open arms. The scenes were electric. People were dancing on the wall. They were chipping away at the concrete. The Berlin Wall had fallen. Harald Jäger had disobeyed direct orders. He was officially reprimanded, but his single act of humanity, his choice to de-escalate, changed everything. He unlocked a symbol of oppression. He inadvertently ended decades of Cold War division. The lone guard, Harald Jäger, proved that sometimes freedom only needs one person to open the gate.